We're currently looking at a Google presentation within Google Drive, and for this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to edit and format a slide, including layout, background, and text. For this tutorial, we're only going to work with one of these slides, so I want to show you a quick trick to delete multiple slides at once. I'm just going to left click on slide 4, hold down Shift on my keyboard, and then left click slide 2. And there, we selected multiple slides, and now just simply press delete on the keyboard. And there we go. Next, I want to talk about layout. By layout, there's some customized options you can use that Google's already done for us that will position text boxes like you can see on the screen. In this case, there's a title, and then there's room for body text. And there's different layouts that you can select. I just want to show you about them so you can use them for your own projects. I'm just going to right click, change layout, and those are your different options there. So for example, title, that would be your title slide. I'm just going to go back. And this would be title in 2 columns. For this project, I'm actually going to use a blank layout because you need to know how to insert text boxes as well. So right click, change layout, and blank. Next, I want to do the background. So right click and background. And now you can see we have different options. We could just change the color. Or in my case, at SnapPilot, they have a graphics team and they've already supplied me with a background image I can use. So I'm going to use that instead. I just want to let you know about the other option, that would be reset to theme. If you're using a theme that's custom built, for Google Docs within Google Docs, then you could just click that at any time and revert to the theme you're using. It would do nothing in this case because we're already using just a blank white theme. So for now, I'm just going to click on choose, and I'm going to drag the image here. I'm just going to make this screen smaller, and there's the background, and it's uploading. And then click done. So now you know how to add a background image. So the next thing is let's add some text. So there's 2 ways you can insert the text box. You can click on Insert Text Box, or you can see that that icon image is the same as the one here on the toolbar. So a shortcut is just to click on the toolbar. It's actually 1 click instead of 2. And then you draw your text box on the screen, and then you enter your text. In this case, do you crave adventure? Next, I'm going to select the entire box because I want to change the font color. It's a bit hard to read as black. So we're going to click text color and then white. And just so you know, you have the option of having multiple colors within the text box. So all you do is just click inside the box and you can see the cursors there. I'm going to select just part of the text. In this case, I'm going to make it yellow. Next, I'm going to change the font. And what I want to do is just pretend one of these fonts wasn't already here because I want to show you how you would add a font. If you didn't, for example, there might be a font you want to use that's not on the list. So add fonts. And next you have many options. You can show all the fonts, or you could show a subset such as handwriting fonts. Some of those look pretty cool. And go back to all. And you can sort it by popularity, alphabetically, etc. Or you can just type a search, and this is from when I was looking before. Just type it in, and there it is. So that checkbox means it's now selected, and then OK. And it's changed the font for us. Now this is much too small. I mean, for a slide presentation, you wouldn't really be able to read that very easily. So I'm going to change the size to 50. And in this case, this is something you might run into. I want to use 50, but I can't select 50 here. But you don't need to worry because you can just type it right here. And then press enter on your keyboard. There we go. So a couple more things I want to show you for the text. You can do bold, italicize, or underline. In this case, we're going to do italicize, which is also Control-I on your keyboard. And then you have different alignment options. For example, left, center, or right. In this case, we'll do center. And an important thing I want to note is that this centers the text within the text box. It doesn't center the text box within the page. Just as an example, I'm going to move the text box. And if I just click center again, it's not changing the location of the text box. That's a different thing. To do that, you would just left click and drag until you have that line, and now you know it's centered. There's an alternate way you can do it. You can just right click, center on page, and horizontally. There you go. It's nice and centered now. So I've already shown you how to do layout, background, and we have our first text. It's centered, italicized, has different colors, and you're on your way.